A dash to save lives. The old, men, women and children lucky to be alive after the privately owned Patel Dam in Solai, Nakuru County burst. The dam, sitting on a 1-acre piece of land, broke its earthen walls at around 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, unleashing raging waters which left in their wake death and destruction.
Huu ni mkasa ambao hujaonekana na hujaikuwa umefikiriwa kwa kiwango kikubwa sana.
Homes, businesses, crops, livestock and property such as vehicles were swept away and hundreds of people were left out in the cold, turned homeless in minutes.
Kusikia mara moja kwa sauti padi ya juu, padi imetoka padi ya juu, ngurumo kubwa sana. Hapo matimu yakakadika yote na kukaa kuna giza, kwenye giza. Sasa watu wote wakatoka padi ya juu wakaanza kulia. Watu wanaanza mbio padi ya chini, ndio hana kuamka.
Nyumba zimebomolewa. Hiyo maji imeteremka sana imekula mahali, yani mahali kumeinama hivyo kidogo.
2 hours after the dam walls broke, water was still flowing from it. As panic and helplessness gripped locals during the night of horror. Daybreak would reveal the real extent of the destruction.
This is a tragedy that touches all of us. Nothing of this kind has happened in our country, at least in my memory and in the history of our nation.
The waters swept through more than 2 kilometers of farmland, affecting 3 low-lying villages, mostly inhabited by casual laborers who work in nearby farms, with estimates putting those affected at more than 3,000 people.
I want to assure the families affected and the leadership here that we will give them all the support, including ensuring there's enough food for the families affected and also non-food items that will be provided throughout this period of this trauma.
A multi-agency operation bringing together the KDF, regular police, National Youth Service and the Kenya Red Cross continued night and day as several people remain unaccounted for.
We have instructed the chiefs and the assistant chiefs from this place to ensure that they assist us to establish all our people who lived here and know which members of the families cannot be accounted for, so that within the next 24 hours we are able to conclusively come to an end with this operation.
More than 38 casualties are being treated at the Nakuru County Referral Hospital and the Bahati Sub-County Hospital.
Tuko kwa nyumba kwa tunapika na watoto na mama. Tukasikia mgurumo kutoka huko juu. Kutoka nje ndio hivi. Mimi nikashika watoto wawili, mama mwingine. Tukaanza kukimbia, maji imetufikia. Mara moja nikasikia mama nyuma, kanigonga, nikatupanisha watoto chini. Maji kanisomba.
Maji kikuja, nikatoka, nikakumbuka nimesahau mtoto mmoja. Alikuwa amelala kwa kiti. Ndio niliporudi hapo kumchukua. Ndio nikitoka sasa nikienda kushika hao wengine, maji ikatokelezea hapo. Tukijaribu kukimbia ikatubeba, tukaachana na watoto.
The killer dam used for large-scale irrigation and fish farming is owned by Manskul Patel. It is said to have burst due to the high volume of water following heavy rains that have been pounding the country.
We have commenced investigations into this to find out whether this is a tragedy we could actually have avoided.
Normally, what we know is that a dam should have some mechanisms that when it's full, should be able to release water. There's a mechanism. So we want to know whether it went through the necessary regulations.
The Ministry of Education closed several schools, among them Solai Boys High School, as those whose lives changed overnight contemplate on how to pick up the pieces. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
So Elfas Lagat has been keeping an eye on this story for us. He has been there since morning. Elfas, not a very good evening for residents in that particular county of Nakuru. So let's have a conversation about the families that have been affected by this dam. What are the numbers that we're looking at in terms of the families that have been affected, and what sort of help are they getting now?
As you rightly put it, those who have been affected by this, these have actually been helped. 250 of them, they have been accommodated in. They've been accommodated here and also given food material in a cooperation between Red Cross, Lions, Club of Nakuru, as well as World Vision. They've been given mattresses, they've been given blankets as well, and they're putting up in Solai secondary school until morning. We've had a conversation with the emergency operations manager, Mr. Venant. He's saying that tomorrow again they'll be ongoing with the process of trying to body recovery process as well. We have a conversation. We had a conversation with the governor for Nakuru, Honorable Nikki Njui, telling us there's a team now that would be doing find out the integrity, the structural integrity of the dams that are remaining. Just the first, if there is a need to empty them as possible, is telling us that his team as well from the county government will be assessing the extent of the damage that has happened in this particular place, and they would be moving forward trying to just empty the dams so as to curtail any tragedy of that magnitude later.
Elfas, from what I understand, there's 6 other dams within the vicinity, and there is concern. The Patel dam, actually, Patel has 3 dams, so one of the dams is what has led us to where we are, so there are 2 others. As you mentioned, there are engineers who are trying to look at how they can empty them, but then what happens to the other 6 that are out there, and have there been efforts to sort of evacuate the people who are around the rest of the dams in that region?
Precisely, leader, they are saying this particular place again, the mega dam is one of the 3 water reservoirs, and there are 2 remaining that are full and leaking as well. One of the remaining 2 dams is believed to be to cover almost 4 acres. And as I mentioned, now there is a multi-agency that has been set up by that of the county government and also the national government to just assess what is the integrity of the dam. And they're saying that should they have caused that it needs quick emptying of the dams to curtail any tragedy. That's what they'll be going to do. And let me just give the Linda over this Patel dam. The owner is one Mr. Manchipul Patel. He's a large-scale irrigation farmer. The villages that have been affected are those in Nyakinua, Endao, and Aritani. So the 1 acre Patel dam is located on the upper side of the farm, and locals live in the low-lying areas. So the parts where, a whole community was set away, Linda, have been living on the low-lying side of this particular place. And the dam is situated on a raised place. The dam is used, we found out, was a private dam that was used for irrigation and fish farming. So the action moving forward from Nakuru Governor Rita Tinina, I think that the investigate is Mr. Patel for the license, to keep reservoirs. That is the action that they're planning moving forward. The governor is going to confirm to us that tomorrow they are going to embark on the recovery of the body process and just keep us up to speed on what happens in this particular place. It has been a sad day, Linda.
Elfas Lagat, thank you so much for that update. And this is something that has drawn lots of reactions from Kenyans, especially leaders as well. So we also got the chance to speak to Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, and he actually did say that it's quite unfortunate, and he said the government is trying to do everything to help the families that have been affected, basically asking people to stop speculating until they can get to the bottom of this. But apart from that, let's take a look at some of the messages that have come in, the condolences to the bereaved families and friends of victims of the Solai Dam tragedy. Let's take a look at some of them. Last night's Solai Dam disaster is among many others that have happened in the country in the last couple of weeks, in the last couple of months, so to speak, and it has been raining heavily, and it's not the only one. Could you take a look at our super wall and just take a look at some of the tragedies, the recent disasters that we've had in the country? 24th of April, we had the Naivasha tragedy. 7 people were killed after a vehicle they were traveling in was swept away by floods along the Maraigushu-Githabai Road in Kinango. That was not the only one. 4th of May, we lost 7 people after raging floods swept away Fatima South Bridge River in Kandesi. Remember, we were there for you as well, just trying to cover that for you in a way only we can. 6th of May, we had the Dobli attack. 9 KDF soldiers killed after their vehicle ran over an IED. 8th of May, again, Nyatike mines tragedy. 6 people were buried alive in Makalda mine after a tunnel collapsed. So just taking a look at this Super Bowl, this has not been a very easy month for Kenya. 9th of May, River Enzio, 4 bodies of 4 people who were killed after Probox was swept by floods were recovered. Solai Dam tragedy, we're looking at about 44 who have so far been killed after Patel Dam burst its banks. Rescue efforts are still ongoing. That is a story that we're keeping an eye on for you, and our Elvis Lagat is still there for you. We'll get you the latest before we wrap